Welcome back. A quick note, this is my second attempt recording this. I had an issue earlier which I will not bore you with, but thankfully this happened at the beginning of the game, so I was able to quickly get back to where we left off. That said, let us continue. Oh, I also raised the difficulty to Torment. We'll see how that goes.
I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
It seems reasonable enough to me.
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
What did you learn of Adria?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Horadric. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Horadric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
Plenty of dialogue.
I am the last of the Horadrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Horadric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
That seems unlikely.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world, has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the lords of hell.
You and Leah depend on each other.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the lords of the burning hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers. The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Horadric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Kane. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the lords of hell.
What happened to Tristram's king?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King.
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Captain Dalton.
When Leah told us the dead were pouring out of the cathedral, we quickly went to put an end to it. At first it seemed we were succeeding, but they just kept coming. We were overcome. Captain Dalton and the men fought valiantly. They protected me. I am no soldier. I was a farmer. I should not have been out there with them. I do not know how I made it back here. None of the others did. And now, somehow, I'm supposed to lead the militia. I volunteered to help because it seemed the right thing to do. But I'm no leader of men.
True, though you have held the town thus far.
That's a simple thing for you to say. You were born to fight monsters like the risen dead. Me? I'm just a farmer. These dark events tax us. I worry for Horadric, our blacksmith, most of all. His wife has been injured, and he is tasked with seeing to those who may turn. His family has suffered under this curse before. His grandfather, the Chancellor to King Leoric, was killed when the evil first spread over Tristram 20 years ago.
Okay. We actually have to talk to the blacksmith. I really wish those skeletons would sit still. It's a bit distracting when talking to people. I tried to dismiss them earlier, but they always come back. No matter what you do.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. Each of my items is very special to me, but I suppose I can sell you one or two things if I must.
No, I don't need to buy anything else.
Spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving that woman?
Miriam.
Chelsea, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My duty is my future.
So serious. Just because you're fated to save the world doesn't mean you shouldn't have a good time.
Fair point. The nature of the world.
The world is constantly renewing itself, eternally playing out the same events over and over again. We can merely play our parts.
What are you trying to say?
I speak clearly. Do not blame me for the state of your mind.
So this is where I can, transmogrify my items. No, I'll keep the hat.
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations. How are we supposed to fight if we're starving?
The rest of the town is down to quarter, including my wife. But you can quit if you want.
There he is. Horadric.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you. Follow me. I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You grow in peace.
Level 10. Passive skill slot. Fueled by death. Consuming a corpse increases your movement speed by 3% for 5 seconds. This effect can stack up to 10 times. Life from death. Consuming a corpse has a chance to spawn a health globe. Take the speed.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Horadric, help me!
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Horadric Aemon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
I will. Let's see. Adventuring, Fusina of Wounding, and a Scythe. Reduce resource cost, or... No, that's better. The Weeping Hollow. Find a cemetery of the Forsaken in the Weeping Hollow.
Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion and corpses, too diseased to attract any other carnivores. I did once meet a raggedy fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts to bring him large rats to eat. But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense.
My power has grown.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
Not enough essence. The night embraces you.
Leveled up. Gift of Death. Risen mages leave a corpse behind when they die or expire. Oh, that's good. And Siphon Blood. Generate 15 essence each time damage is dealt. Siphon the blood from the targeted enemy, dealing damage and healing you. Runner's Defiance. Intelligence, Vitality. Not bad.
My essence is too low. Decay and rot!
Man, this generates so much essence. Trying to find the blacksmith's apprentice.
No. Do not fear the end. My power has grown.
And you level up so quickly on Torment. Let's see.
The blacksmith's apprentice has fallen. And the destruction advance.
Bloody Mess. Increase the size of the explosion. Don't mind if I do. And Death Nova. Cost 20 essence. Unleash a nova that damages all nearby enemies. I don't really like any abilities that make me go close to them. I like staying around. I like staying at range and sending in my minions. But I'll try.
The night embraces you.
It's not bad.
My insight grows.
Command Golem. That I have to try. Active. Command the golem to the targeted location where it collapses into a pile of usable corpses. Passive, raise a flesh golem to fight for you. That is horrifying. Moving on. Search for the Chancellor's altar beneath the cemetery of the Forsaken. Defile crypt. What's that? Odag, the key warden of regret? What is that? I will stick to the quest for now. Oh. Digger Odell.
Give it more time.
Yeah. I miss my skeletons right about now. I don't have that much single target damage. Oh. Legendary two-handed axe. I have to get it identified.
Your death nears. My essence is too low. This world can abide you no longer. Rathma has blessed me.
Level 14. Let's see. Bone spikes and bone pillars. Instead, strikes the target and up to 2 nearby enemies with large bone pillars. Huh? I'll keep using that. A new corpse lance. Shredding splinters. Each lance slows the target and reduces its damage. And decryptify. A crippling curse that reduces the enemy unit's movement speed and damage done. Stand alone. Increase armor by 100%, reduced by 10% for each active minion. I'll go back to my skeletons, I think. I'm about to get a rune for them.
Not enough essence. Your death nears. Interesting opponent.
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny needle-sharp teeth.
Fleeting Shrine. You move faster with an increased pickup radius.
My essence is too low. I have trained well.
Nothing else here? New rune, Enforcer. Reduces the cost to command your skeletons. Yep. Contamination. Raise a contaminated mage that channels an aura of decay. That's pretty small.
The crown is not here. I'll look for it in another crypt.
Wait. Wasn't that the guy I just killed? I can't get to him anyway. No. I like the other one better. Gift of Death.
Not enough essence.
Oh. That's a treasure goblin, I think. Yeah.
devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. Peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
A new heart. More intellect, critical strike chance. Not bad.
A fine corpse. Not enough essence. That is not possible.
Shield. I'll keep my heart.
My essence is too low.
Lady Dunhild.
Grave robbers have defiled my tomb. Now my husband writhes in torment because I do not rest at his side. Return my bones so that we may rest in peace.
So much fun when stuff starts dying.
My insight grows.
Just unlimited corpses to explode. Right. Let's take a look real quick. Devour. Consume a nearby corpse to restore essence per corpse. Bone Prison. Bone Spear, Bone Spikes, and Bone Spirit have 30% chance to trap the enemies in a bone prison for 3 seconds. Lord Dunhild.
Not enough essence.
Place Lady Dunhild's bones into the Dunhild sarcophagus.
Now you may embrace eternity.
New chest. The staff. It's almost unfortunate that we got that, because I think we'll be using the legendary axe. Or maybe not. Depends. Legendary items are pretty situational sometimes, depending on your class. Pool of Reflections. Experience gain increased by 25%.
This creature will die. Not enough essence. No.
New boots.
The crown is not in this crypt. I'll search elsewhere.
Gravedigger's Log.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
I have long waited for this knowledge.
The tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
Bloodsucker. You pull nearby health globes to you while siphoning. Okay. And you curse Leech. Curse the targeted area. Cursed enemies heal the attacker when they are struck. And teeth. Launch razor-sharp teeth that damage enemies in front of you. I'll stick with the skeletal mages.
My power has grown.
Brings me back to the start. The other way. Defiling crypt level 2.
I think the crown is nearby.
Mangle Maw. Down he goes.
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it, and I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
It's a new chest. I don't think it's an upgrade though. I like the vitality. Chancellor's Tomb. The Chancellor's Altar. Here we are.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
My insight grows.
Frenzy. Dual Scythe. Slash with 2 summoned scythes, dealing damage and pushing enemies together. Skeleton Archer. Raise a Skeleton Archer to attack your foes and grant you increased attack speed each time they attack. Not bad. And Bone Armor. Rip bones from nearby enemies, dealing damage and creating armor that reduces damage taken per hit. as well as Flesh Golem. Command the Golem to targeted location where it collapses into a very large pile of usable corpses. And Frenzy. Commanded skeletons go into a frenzy, gaining attack speed for the duration. You forget something? New Death Nova. Each cast increases the radius of your next Nova. Okay. Grab the crown. Town Portal. I know what that does. Let's make sure we didn't forget a chest or something. Nope, all clear.
I need to go back.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
There is no higher calling than serving the balance. The priests of Rathma would welcome your aid. But I should tell you, during my travels, I found the body of your apprentice. It was a quick death.
Fool boy. Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Huh? Intelligence, vitality. $28 intelligence, 27. Oh, let's go identify the axe. The Executioner. Intelligence, vitality, chance to deal area damage on hit. Oh, 39 life after each kill. And the special effect is attacks will slay enemies with less than 6% health. I think it is an upgrade for now. I'll hang on to that though in case I get a better one-hander. Blacksmith's belongings. Mira's letter to Horadric.
My dearest Horadric, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
Should go talk to him.
I would like to hear more about your grandfather, the Chancellor.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Chaldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
He made his choice then.
Mira Aemon.
Back at your forge already.
Work needs doing. No one is going to do it for me.
You were quite upset about Mira.
I don't want to talk about my wife. Dead is dead and gone is gone. Do you want work done or not?
I do. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.